Happy Halloween, everybody. I don't know how... I have a flashlight, by the way. This is what I decided to do for my Halloween video. I have a bunch of papers, as you can see. And you like my mask? This is my face reveal. This is actually my face. I'm going to read a bunch of spooky stories. If I keep on turning around, that's because I hear something that I literally have no idea what it is. Yeah, I'm currently in the woods. So I don't exactly... I had to overcome a bunch of fears coming out here recording this stupid video. Well, I am going to be reading spooky stories in the middle of the woods at night. Doesn't that sound like fun? So the first story, and I did not come up with these stories, I found them online, and if you want to find them, whatever, I don't care. Did not feel like doing research, and I'm using this flashlight to see the paper. Okay, we're starting with the first, I should stop explaining myself, I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay, the first story is called The Cabin. I don't know who this is from, by the way. A hiker decided to go on a hike by himself, something he was not very used to. The whole day was normal, trees and bushes engulfed his surroundings. He enjoyed being outdoors in the mountains. Nothing seemed strange to him. That was until he was making his way back to his car. He figured an 8-hour hike was enough. That is literally way too long for me. An 8-hour hike? Like, what? That's way too much. Where am I? The sky was already getting dark and he needed to get back fast. If I read fast, I'm sorry. If you can hear me, I'm not sorry. This is the first time I've done something like this, so... Whoa! Where am I? He knew it was already too late and too dangerous to keep going through the perilous forest. He began to worry that he would have no shelter for the night, when almost lucky enough, he stumbled across a broken-down cabin. It was dark and seemed like no one had visited in years. But he knew it was the only place where he could rest until the daylight, especially since his flashlight was running out of battery. He knocked on the door a few times, but no one answered, so he let himself in where, strangely enough, a perfect bed fitted for one person awaited in the Centaur. Don't do this. He just broke into someone's house. He knew that if the owner came back, he could explain himself. He was sure the owner wouldn't mind, or was even probably dead. Still breaking the law, bozo. So he went ahead and got himself comfortable in bed. As he tried to sleep, he couldn't ignore the collection of paintings around the room, portraits of strange looking people, all peering at him, each wearing a smile that sent chills up his spine. Not too long after his exhaustion from the hike got the best of him, he was able to ignore the faces. The next morning, he got up early and was shocked to see there were no paintings around the room, but windows. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Yeah, I've heard this story before. I was actually told this when I was really young. It didn't really scare me that much. It gave me chills the first time I read it, but like, I mean, it was a cool story to tell my friends, but that's about it. The next one, my flashlight okay, never mind, my flashlight's bad. It almost died. I mean, I think it did die. This one I was told when I was even younger. This one actually did scare me, but now it's not that scary because I told it so many times that it doesn't matter anymore, so... This is a very interesting video because you can tell because it's only a mask. A beautiful young girl is left home alone with only her dog to protect her. On the news that night, they announced a serial killer is on the loose in the area. Before she goes to bed, she locks all the doors, and tries to lock all the windows, but the one in the basement won't lock. She decides to leave it unlocked, but locks the basement door and goes to bed. Okay, whoever's making the noise in the wood, can you please stop? Her dog takes its customary place under her bed. That's where that's where I sleep, underneath the bed. Okay, I'm wearing gloves right now, and I can't... This is so annoying. In the deep of the night, she awakens to a dripping sound coming from her bathroom. Half awake, the girl feels the comforting look from her dog and falls back to sleep. She awakens as the dripping sound reaches her hand and the dog, where she feels a reassuring lick and falls back to sleep. Once more, she awakens to the dripping sound. She reaches her hand down and feels the look of her dog. La 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 la. Now, curious about the dripping sound, she gets up and slowly walks towards the bathroom. The dripping sound gets louder. She approaches. She reaches the bathroom and turns on the light. Paper. She is greeted by a horrific sight. Hanging in the shower nozzles her dog with its throat slit open and blood dripping into the bathtub. That sounds bad. Don't do that. Something on the bathroom mirror catches her eye. She turns around. Written on the wall in her dog's blood with the words, "Humans can lick too." I can't, like, I got a mask on my face. This last story, I'm pretty sure it's one last story left. I didn't read it beforehand, which is a bad idea because, you know, it could have something horrific. But, like, I was looking for horrific. I wasn't looking for anything, like, you know, terrible, I guess. This one is actually by a Reddit user called Dungeon Marshall. I'll probably put it on the screen right now, if you can see my hand. This one's called Triskaidekaphobia. I don't know what that means. Search it up, post it in the comments. Give me 1,000,000 views right now. That was an accident. The other ones were on purpose. 6:52 a.m. Friday, October 13th. Wow. I actually did a hike on the Friday the 13th, and I was convinced I was gonna die that day, but I didn't. Richard Fulton called into work, feeling sickness. Feeling sickness. He wasn't about to go to work on today of all days. No, he didn't even plan to leave the apartment if he could help it. Reading's hard when you haven't read it before. His acting wasn't about to win him any Academy Awards, but it was enough to appease Nicholas Bruns, his supervisor. Richard Buns. Never mind. Richard hung up the phone and breathed out a sigh of relief. Sigh. That's what I do when I... next he poured himself a bowl of shredded wheat and took out the carton of milk from the refrigerator. Okay, crazy. I searched up cereal in a bag, and I saw like a picture of cereal in a bag with water in it. I'll probably put up the image. That is gross, and I am sorry for anyone who had to drink that or eat that. He gave it a whiff, and although it smelled right, let me turn the page with my gloves. Hey, anyone who wears gloves on the regular, stop that because it makes everything harder, even going on your phone. You check the expiration date anyways. Used before 10/13. My flashlight keeps on turning off. He poured the remainder of the milk down in the sink and put the bowl of cereal aside. He could have toast instead. This is actually a great face. Richard heard a knock on the door, and looking through his people, he saw Andrea Kessler from across the hall standing there. Opening the door, he said, okay, this is when I do my epic voice acting skills that I've been wanting to try out. Hey, Andrea, what's up? Oh, thank goodness you're home. I saw your truck parked out front and was hoping. My son's sitter called off. Her car won't stop, and she can't get a ride. I was wondering if maybe you can keep an eye on Justin today. She's like doing this. She's doing this, and she's blushing while she's asking that. Why did she show up at his house? Why did she just call him? Richard was a little surprised at the request. She had been his neighbor since he first moved in. She was still pregnant. How long has that been now? 12, 14 years? Okay, this is not on the story. But on the mask, there are little eye holes that are right here and right here. That was an accident. But I literally can see a reflection of the ghost, or what it was originally the ghost, on this thing. I don't know, it's really annoying. It's kind of scary out here. Where was I again? Richard wondered to himself. Even still, he barely knew her or her son. Their conversations didn't go much beyond talking about the weather. If she had known him better, she would have known that he wasn't so fond of kids. And did she have to ask him today, of all days? I know, Andrea. I know you're watching this video right now. I heard something. Don't ask people to take care of your kids. Take care of your own kids. Bring them to work and watch them and them watch you for 9 to 5 hours. She must have seen the reluctance in Richard's expression. You won't have to do much, really. He's old enough to mostly look after himself. Just check in on him. Maybe he get a little lunch around noon. My boss says if I call in anymore, I'm canned. Imagine being a soda can. Well, couldn't be me. Hey, look, I found a pumpkin. Okay. Oh, gosh. Isn't today a school day? Teacher's Institute, but I'm only scheduled for half a day. I'll be home a little after 1. At last, Richard acquiesced. And Andrea insisted he step into her apartment while she let her son know. And he saw the boy sitting on the floor watching TV. Justin, this is Mr. Fulton from next door. I know, he said, glancing away from the television only momentarily. Hi, Justin, Richard said, feeling a little awkward. Hi. You like that voice? I love that voice. Let me stand a little bit closer. Whoa! Whoa! Well, Mr. Fulton's gonna be keeping an eye on you while I'm at work, so be good for him, okay? Oh boy! I will, Mom. I know you will, she said, and Drea turned her attention to Richard and said, he has some apple slices and soda in the fridge. Just make him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch. It's all he eat for breakfast anyways. Oh! The peanut butter's on top of the fridge. Again, she must have been able to read Richard's face because she immediately told him, Justin has some special needs, especially when it comes down to what he eats. I prepare it ahead of time, but he doesn't like how the jelly makes the bread all soggy, and he just won't make the sandwiches himself. He says the peanut butter gets all over his fingers. I've made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches before. I don't really like peanut butter. I feel like I have that fear of peanut butter being stuck to the roof of your mouth. I think I have that fear. No, I don't have that fear. I'm like close to that. But, whatever. I dropped a piece of paper. It actually kind of scared me. Let me get my papers all fixed up. What was called special needs today was simply called spoiled when Richard was a boy. At least, man, dude, I'm getting interrupted by all these sounds that are happening in the woods. I'm gonna die. If this video is never posted, I'm dead. If this video is posted, I'm dead. He politely nodded and said, alright, I can handle that. She leaned over and kissed... and kissed Mr. Fulton on the head. Whoopsies, I meant Justin. And don't open any of your presents until I get home, okay? Is this his birthday? Oh, is today your birthday? Richard asked, trying to make some connection with the boy. How old are you? 13. Wait, no. Let me fix the voice. 13, Justin answered proudly. Richard felt his heart sink. You can't see my face right now. I'm just like sort of disappointed. Like, it's Friday the 13th. People have birthdays all year round. What's so bad? Is that the entire story? I didn't read ahead of it, so, like, I didn't know what it would be, but, like, what the... That was the entire thing? I wish I had some scary stories. I mean, I've had some scary things happening. I can't remember because I probably was traumatized by it and just forgot it out of my memory. I guess that was for the Halloween video. Dude, I'm hearing something. It's kind of creepy. Here are the papers. I literally hear something out there. It's actually kind of giving me the creeps. I don't like it. Those noises probably mean I'm gonna die. So, have a happy Halloween. I don't know when this is gonna be posted. I'll probably be stupid and either post it on 12 a.m. on Halloween day or like really late at night on Halloween day. That's scary. Like, I'm not in the middle of the woods, quotation marks. I'm not near a road, but I can hear a car. I can hear cars just like driving. Like, it's only, like, one or two. But, like, it's kind of scaring me. It sounds like just really loud wind. Okay, now I'm just kind of scared, period. Well, like, have a happy Halloween. Be sure to like and subscribe because I did a lot to be out here. I did nothing. I literally did nothing. Well, that's about it. Give it up for me. This mask is so weird. Oh, yeah, that's me. I'm actually the person in that little girl's room. Wait, don't put that. You guys have fun. I'm gonna look like this, and this is what I'm gonna wear for Halloween. For the last time, this is the end of the video, and hopefully you got scared, because I sure didn't. Yeah! And that is the end of the video.